Why do we do all the skills? Why do we do feint, step over, all the fancy things that we see on YouTube highlights? Why do we do this? To be fancy? To impress somebody? To intimidate somebody? To intimidate the opponent? Maybe. But is this the main reason why we do this? What do you think is the reason why we do the skills? Try this. Stand with your feet apart and go like that. You can go really fast. Now try this. Can you do it as fast? No. So the answer to the previous question is, it's all about body weight. When I do this exercise, I can do it really fast because I'm not shifting my body weight. The moment I start shifting my body weight, it takes time, okay? So the reason why we do feints, skills, is to shift your opponent's body weight. Because if you can go there, and then if you can shift somebody else's body weight, then you can go the other way. Because it takes time for somebody to go from here and then to change the direction. By shifting the defender's body weight, you gain precious time to go the other way and have a little bit of a head start to go in the other direction. That's why we do skills. That's why we do step overs. That's why we do feints, is to shift somebody else's body weight. So, if you are the kind of player, when you dribble, you have to look at the ball the entire time, you're in trouble, because what you should be doing when you're dribbling is watching your opponent. So you need to be able to dribble without looking at the ball. You need to be able to dribble and see things around you. And the only way to do this is to be able to, let's say, have your vision somewhere here and be able to see the ball with the peripheral of your vision, but also see your opponent, your defender with the peripheral vision, so that when you do a feint, you can see if the opponent shifted the body weight, or maybe if he didn't shift the body weight, maybe you have to give it another shift, and maybe this time he will shift his body weight, and then you can go the other way. But you will never be able to do this until you are able to dribble, control the ball without looking down at it completely. I'm not saying if you are looking here, I'm not saying you don't see the ball. You can see the ball with your peripheral vision, but you can also see behind you. You can also see in front of you with peripheral vision. If you look up and look straight at your opponent, well, now I can't see the ball. Now we have a problem. But if I just lower my eyes a little bit here, now I can see the ball. Now I can see the opponent. Now I can see behind me. That's why you do individual drills. That's why you go out and you do dribbling with cones, because after a while, what you will notice, if you do these drills over and over, and those drills are boring, I get that, they're boring, but after you do those boring drills over and over, your mind starts to open up. You can see that maybe the first 100 times when you dribble, you have to really look at the ball. But then after a while, your brain opens up and your brain is able to handle more. And now maybe when you dribble, your brain is able to handle moving eyes around and you don't have to look at the ball. That's why you do these drills, is being able to get so good at them so that you can dribble without constantly looking at the ball and being able to free up your mind to do other things. Think about when you first started driving, how stressful it was to get in the car and just drive in the parking lot, right? It was very stressful. You had to have both hands on on the steering wheel, right? And then eventually you got so comfortable with this that you could even text. You shouldn't text and drive, but you could text and drive with one hand. You could talk on the phone, right? And you didn't even have to do it in the parking lot. But you're able to do it in traffic, right? The same thing in soccer. Like, you put yourself into these situations, you do them over and over and over and over again. That's why you do these drills outside of games, because during games, you don't touch the ball that many times, but when you practice on your own, then you can touch the ball so many times that you get to practice these things. And then eventually, some of it gets into your game and you're able to have the vision during the game. So anyway, so in summary, we do skills so that we can shift the opponent's body weight. We gain time through this because shifting body weight takes time. So if you can shift their body weight, you gain time and you can go around them.